Fyffe High School.
All right, guys, we're here with legendary coach Paul Benefield here at Fyffe High School. This is part of our Average Joe's Media Day Tour. Coach, coming off another championship season last year, lost a lot of guys. How are you going to replace those guys you lost last year?
No, we're not. You just can't replace guys like that. We're going to try to get the kids that played last year to improve on themselves, but it'll be tough to, it's just going to be tough to improve on what's happened for 3 years. So, I hate to see the kids under that kind of pressure. Just, we want to work hard every day and try to get better with what we got. We just, numbers are low. And, just size school we got, you're not going to always have the kind of people that just graduated, but we still got some kids that want to win, and some played last year, and we'll do the very best we can.
Yeah. All right. Talk to us about some of the guys that you're looking to step up and kind of fill some of those roles from last year.
Well, Kyle Dukes has started, some both ways for us, and so we expect him to play better. He ought to get better each year. Will Stevens has got some experience, and he's a senior. Austin Mulligan played some in the second roles and the substitute role, but he played quite a bit on our defensive line. So we expect those guys, to step up and play. Jake Wooden has started for a couple of years. He's a junior. So Tucker Wilkes has just been really dominant.
Yeah.
Really the only dominant player we've had this fall so far in the camp. So he's a ninth grader. We don't even talk about what grade they're in. They're just in a grade and they got to play. Nobody cares if it plays us. And so, we'll try to get better, and we may take some lumps along the way, but we're going to stay in there and fight and try to get better.
Yeah, after losing a group like those teams last year, I think most coaches will expect a few growing pains. Speaking of Tucker Wilkes, we came up here a couple of weeks ago and we got to see him in action. He is a tough kid. Talk to us a little bit about him.
Well, he's, I think, just his third year playing football. He didn't play in our Pee Wee program, but which that's fine. He just has. The main thing you say about him, I do, is he's coachable, which is a rare thing these days to get someone coachable that listens. And evidently, he don't stay on the phone or a video game all day long. So he is very attentive to a lot like that group last year, or some of those last year that were, and he's really strong for a ninth grader, and we just hope he stays healthy and has a good year, but he's got a bright future for sure.
Good deal. You mentioned something about the pressure being on the kids and everything. Do you feel like that's going to affect them? Having a 45-game winning streak, do you think that's going to affect them mentally going into the season?
I don't think so. I don't know why it should. And when you get out there and start playing, they may think a little bit about it. But I don't never expect our kids to win every game. Sometimes it's happened, and a lot of times lately it has, but I don't expect that. And I don't think nobody else should either. I think the main thing we look for is to improve every day and try to get a little bit better, and at the end of the year try to be as better than we were when it started. And, and we'll win a few games down the road, and we may lose some, but we're going to go to work the next day and the same way win or lose, and try to build up some kids that are tough enough they don't have to play both ways. We don't have any depth at all, so an injury bug could be bad too.
Yeah, that was something you guys had to deal with towards the end of the season last year, going into the playoffs. But y'all got through it, and were able to still win the state championship last year. Going into the season, your region is always pretty tough. You got teams like Plainview, Sylvania. Talk about your region and kind of how you see see those teams coming into the season?
You know, Plainview's got a lot of guys coming back. Should be, you know, probably the best team in the region. And then you got Sylvania Geraldine and us and Collinsville, I guess, fighting it out. And Westbury and Brindley Mountain still trying to get players out and stuff. And so am I. So we're fighting it out every week with somebody, and I think everybody be proud to know that we might not be looking down, might be looking up. I'm sure everybody feels sorry for us.
I'm sure you guys will be fine this year. But having those tougher teams in your region, you feel like that prepares you for the playoffs?
Yeah, and we play. You know, we open up in a jamboree with Mars Hill, so you know that's me and possibly some boys on our team. But you know, we feel like playing good competition makes us better. And then you got to go to Isabella's 3-hour bus ride. And I think they went 10-2 or something last year, 9-2. So you know, and a lot of times just can't get games too. I just have to play who I can.
Yeah.
Of course, Scottsboro at the end of the year, and so 9 games is all we have. You know, maybe I can get a schedule filled up for next year when it comes around, and hope to get 10.
Yeah. All right. Well, Coach, before we wrap this up, let's talk about the community support up here in Fyffe. This is whenever we come up here. You know, first time we came up here, I was amazed at the support of the community, and everybody up here was super nice people, and they're all about Fyffe. They're all about Fyffe. Talk to us about that and how important it is for you and the team having that kind of support in the community.
You can't build nothing like we've built without it. You know, if you had whiners all the time about everything, you know, you couldn't build nothing.
Yeah.
But you know, everything's not always rosy.
Right.
But we've got great community. They let me coach, and for the most part, the parents do, and you know, maybe surely they got to where they believe in what we do, and hope we're putting out better people, and that's what supposed to be the thing you're doing anyway. Is somebody's better off when they leave your program than when they came in, and I feel like that's the way it is here. But the community is great, and they've always supported football here. It's just I grew up here, and it's been great people.
Yeah, yes, sir. Well, Coach, I appreciate you sitting in with us on this video. Good luck to you guys this season, and go Big Red.
Thank you. Go Big Red.
All right, guys, we're here with the Fyffe Red Devils today, part of our Average Joe's preseason media day tour. We're gonna let these guys introduce themselves, starting right here.
My name's Will Edge.
My name's Will Stevens.
Kyle Dukes.
Elisha Stevens.
Austin Mulligan.
All right, guys, coming off another undefeated season, 15-0 state championship. You guys feeling the pressure going into this season, knowing that you guys have won 45 straight games and three straight state championships. Y'all feeling the pressure?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, talk about it. Talk about that.
I mean, there's pressure, but you can't worry about things like that.
It's gonna take it one game at a time. Yeah, don't worry about the pressure.
Don't look ahead.
Yeah, don't look ahead.
All right.
More about today. Every week.
I like it. Is that something Coach Benefield's been kind of stressing to y'all? Good deal. So we came out here and watched y'all work out some. And to me, and I mean, I'm not that smart when it comes to football, but to me, it looks like you guys are still running on all cylinders. Talk about some of the younger guys that are coming up, and that's gonna really gonna have to contribute.
Tucker Wilkes is a big part of it. He's ninth grader. He's pretty studly.
Simon's going to step up. Help us play middle linebacker.
Logan Henderson, he'll be back behind everybody on defense, and they'll just be on offense. He'll be running the ball, switching in and out everywhere. Really, he's athletic. He's an athlete. Do about anything.
Okay.
Knows what to do.
Yeah, Logan and Tucker Wilkes.
Braden Williams. He's got the potential to be
Baker could help. Sharp,
Gwen.
Glenn. We got. There's a couple 8th graders. I mean, they're 8th grade. But,
They got the ability.
yeah, they
To be
might
good.
they might fill a spot somewhere.
Okay. All right. I mean, yeah, because like I said, been out here and watching y'all practice and go through some drills and whatnot. It kind of looks like business as usual in Fyffe. Talk about the fall camp so far. How's it going? And is that what y'all finished up 2 weeks already of fall camp? All right. Talk to us about fall camp and how it's been going.
It's been very hot and a lot of running. We're going to get in good shape.
Good shape. Game shape.
Yeah.
So we got a game coming up this next week. We're going to be ready.
Well, we've kind of learned what people can do and what people can't do. I mean, we've learned a lot fundamentally and just done everything we could just to get ready, and coach them push us a little bit harder and make sure we're gonna be ready.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard. Going into the season, I know, like I said, the expectations are pretty high. In the Fyffe community and just locally, how are you guys dealing with that? Those high expectations from people. Just
Well, we know Mars Hill's got those same expectations, so we get to
Right there with us.
play the best of the best.
yeah,
First 2 games too.
Yeah,
See what
It's
we're
about to be
looking
pretty good.
it's about to zone everything else out.
yeah,
Just ready, especially
Focus
Mars
on the
Hill in
game.
a couple days.
yeah,
No.
yeah. Duke's talked to us about that mustache, man. It's coming in pretty good.
Yeah, I keep it trimmed.
Like you've had some chocolate milk, man.
Yeah, I just got a big cup of it.
All right, guys. We appreciate y'all sitting in with us. Look forward to seeing y'all play Thursday. I think all the Joes will be up here Thursday to watch y'all play. Good luck this season and go Big Red.